What's up? Poppa up in the house. Yeah, man. Make sure you go over there and hit the like button. And if you're not subscribed already, I would appreciate if you hit the subscription button. So please go ahead and do that for me right now. All right, let's get started. So right now you're seeing the front of the door for a 2010 Chevy Tahoe, and we're going to go over the fabrication process that I went through to make the doors possible for this vehicle. So let's go. So this is the front of the door. You can take it off. There's plenty of videos on that to show how you do that on the door panel. This is the driver's side. Right here is the panel I chose to make. I used some mobile solution templates and got the little board on there to fit the insert in as well, so it fit right on the door perfectly. Right here is me just masking off the door and getting it ready for fiberglass and resin. Kind of start in different spots to make sure all the tape is on there really good. This is another shot of that. You can see up there in the top right corner. I think the next slide here is going to be some tracing. Yes, so that way I know where I'm at whenever I'm putting the fiberglass down. Up there at that top right, you see cards up there. That's just to keep some of the resin from getting inside of the holes. It's a little trick I tried to do. Worked out pretty good. This is some of the fiberglass materials. This is 0.75 fiberglass. Put 2 layers on there to be 1.5 thickness. This is the first thickness right here. So if you look right there in that crevice, you see why I got that little line right there. So we're gonna make sure it fits nice and tight up in there. So this is what it looks like after 2 coats. Gotta put some extra wax in there to make sure all that tape comes off real good. You don't have to get it all off, but the majority of it. This is how it fits to the door without all the tape on it now. So if you look right there, the indentions and all, it's in the door. Looks pretty good for right there. Use JB Weld, bad mistake right here. I won't do this again. I'll just do the old method of just using CA glue and some fiberglass to keep those screws in. As you can see, I'm just I've got the door cut. Now this is a photo before the cut door, so it's in there somewhere. So I'm just kind of form fitting it in there. Yeah, there's the cut right there. And I'm just kind of form fitting that in there. You got to check the clearance in the door because they had a pocket in there, so I knew I had to sink it a little bit. That's me sinking the door and putting little wood chips on there to make sure that it doesn't fall through. A little hot glue gun and measuring it up to the door. This is me fitting it into the door and making sure I've got clearance between the seat and the controls on the side of the seat. So this is where I shut the door and made sure I was able to shut it with little or no effort. Basically from the factory. So I mean, it was real close. The door is actually not pushed in. That's the reason why it's pressed up against that. But I know I got at least 3/4 of an inch of clearance there. So if you look right there where you're seeing that tracing, that's the dashboard right there. So it clears that as well. So that's why you want to make sure you fit it into a car. This is you cover up the screws because I'm getting ready to glue the back side of this and make sure that I can get my material on there. Right here, this the fleece. This actually makes the outer shell so you can start putting on fiberglass on this. And this is where you just paint the resin on there and get it all hardened up. And then you'll sand this down and then get it nice and clean. And then the next photo is where you put the fiberglass back on it to harden it up. Just got to take a lot of sanding, bunch of sanding. I mean, it's not a short process. This is the inside of the door. So you take the resin and make your milkshake with the filler and just fill all that in and just harden it up. That way you've got a harder inner shell as well as an outer shell. So that's kind of what I'm doing here, mixing up the milkshake. I like that filler. That's what it looks like after all the sanding and everything is done. I know the door's a little dirty, but it's just dust. Put filler on it. Fitted it back to the door. You can see that groove right there that fits right inside of there, and that area where it meets the dash, you know, that's cleared. You can see all the plastics cut out in the back. This right here is really crucial right here. This is actually going to hold the door in. So you take a T-nut and you know, you recess it, and then you put it inside of a 3/4 inch, maybe a 2x2 piece of wood. Put a little glue on it. Put it to the back of the panel, as you'll see in the upcoming photos right here. You got to force that T-nut in there. You can't do it with power tools. You have to do it with manual tools, or you'll just strip it out and it won't work right. You can see right there it's recessed in there. So what I mean by this is when you put it to the back of the door, it's not leaving leaving any space in between once you put it in the back there. And then you can use that for a mount point. I know you see some people doors, they'll come off, you know, a lot, and it's because they don't have it mounted. Just the regular factory push pins doesn't work whenever you modify the door like that, so you have to use something else to kind of keep it in there, to keep it snug and secure. I got a few things I got to work on, go back and work on. I got a little bit excited when I put these doors in because they was looking so good. But so you can see right there, there's the bar right there. It's 5/16. You just screw it on the inside of there, and then take you should take some lock washers and stuff. I like this vinyl right here. You can look in the description on my page and see where I bought this from in my Amazon store. So make sure you take a look at that. Wraps real good, warms up real good, and cools down real good. Doesn't leave a whole lot of smear marks whenever you stretch the vinyl. So make sure you go check out my Amazon store, where I got all my items from. See how nice that is. This is just me wrapping the piece first, after all of the sanding and everything in the vinyl, and then right here we're putting the suede on here. Make sure you wear some clean gloves or something, man. I think I got a couple of spots on there. Probably won't even be able to notice, but check out that Amazon store. You'll see everything I've got. I get a little bit of a percentage whenever you use the affiliate link, so make sure you do that. This is the passenger side door. I'm just showing you kind of what it looks like. But this is the driver side. We just flip back to. So just showing you the process on the passenger. I hadn't put the insert piece in, but it's not going to be on this video, but you get the gist of it. This right here is just securing the panel to the door. If you look there, you see the washers, nuts, and everything on the door. Can't really use locking washers, so you'll break it. And this is me mounting it back to the door. The door's a little dirty, but we're gonna get to that here in a minute. Yeah, looks nice. 4 6.5s and 2 tweeters. Nice. That door dirty, but you can use some on the left. You can use the wash and wax, and then use some Superior Shine. All that stuff is man, that's some good stuff right there. Make sure you get that. That's what it looks like after you're done with it. Make it all nice and shiny and show ready. Make sure you get that stuff. It's really good stuff. So that's why I was showing you where it's mounted into the door, and it keeps it secure to the door. So, it takes a lot of trauma opening and closing. So the driver's side is definitely more secure than the passenger side. Even though I may get demos and all of this stuff in this daily driver, still the driver's door is going to catch more trauma. So this is kind of what it looks like on both sides. I'm probably going to change that out to lock washers so it never moves. But lock washers, like if it ever breaks, Lock washers will be a lot harder to get off. And this is it mounted to the door now. So I was working on it and everything, pulling wire up through there. You see that bedside lube over there, right? So that helps out. If you looked at my quickie, you'll see that. So there's the 4 Crescendo PWX and then 2 Crescendo FT1s mounted to the door. Oh, you know I had to throw the TB doors in there just so y'all can see. Y'all can see what time it is. There's a side-by-side comparison of the doors right there that I do. Yeah, man. So I hope you liked the video and everything. Make sure you're commenting down below.